In music, a call and response is a succession of two distinct phrases usually played by different musicians, where the second phrase is heard as a direct commentary on or response to the first. It corresponds to the call and response pattern in human communication and is found as a basic element of musical form, such as verse-chorus form, in many traditions. In Sub-Saharan African cultures, call and response is a pervasive pattern of democratic participation in public gatherings in the discussion of civic affairs, in religious rituals, as well as in vocal and instrumental musical expression. It is this tradition that African bondsmen and women brought with them to the New World and which has been transmitted over the centuries in various forms of cultural expression and religious observance. Public gatherings, sporting events, even in children's rhymes, and, most notably, in African American music in its myriad forms and descendants including, gospel, blues, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, jazz and hip-hop. Call and response patterns between two musicians are common in Indian classical music, particularly in the style of Jugal Bandi. Call and response is likewise widely present in parts of the Americas touched by the transatlantic slave trade. It is extensively used in Cuban music, both in the secular rumba and in the African religious ceremonies. Folk music, it is common in folk traditions of choral singing of many people, especially in African musical cultures. In the West, it is most readily seen in the sea shanty, African American work songs, military cadences, copyright Bekaa folk songs, and the dance songs of various European countries including France and the Faroe Islands. In Cuban music and other Latin music genres such as salsa, call and response between the lead singer and the coro is termed coro preguequden. The form is found in the military cadence or jodi, which is used as an a cappella work song or to keep time when marching or running in formation. Classical music, in Western classical music, call and response is known as antiphony. Popular music, the phenomenon of call and response is pervasive in modern Western popular music, as well, largely because Western music has been so heavily shaped by African contributions. Crossover rhythm and blues, rock and roll and rock music exhibit call and response characteristics, as well. 3 examples are The Who's song My Generation, Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, and the Pogues' Fairy Tale of New York. Where call and response is most apparent in the secular music arena is in traditional and electric blues, where the most common 12-bar form is an A pattern where the AA is the call, and B is the response. But, each A and B part may itself consist of a short call and a short response, and those 2-bar calls and response may also be divided into 1-bar each call-response pairs. To make an attempt at diagramming it, 12 bars, A 4-bar call, 2-bar vocal call, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. 2-bar instrumental response, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. A 4-bar call, 2-bar vocal call, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. 2-bar instrumental response, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. B, 4-bar response, 2-bar vocal call, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. 2-bar instrumental response turnaround, 1-bar call, 1-bar response. Note that each turnaround can be considered a call which the next A section is the response to. Leader chorus call and response, a single leader makes a musical statement, and then the chorus responds together. American bluesman Muddy Waters utilizes call and response in one of his signature songs, Manish Boy, which is almost entirely leader chorus call and response. Call, Waters vocal, now when I was a young boy, response, call Waters at the age of 5, response. Another example is from Chuck Berry's School Day. Call, drop the coin right into the slot. Response, call you gotta get something that's really hot. Response, a contemporary example is from Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. Call, hey I just met you, response, call and this is crazy, response. This technique is utilized in Jepsen's song several times. While mostly in the chorus, can also be heard in the breakdown between the vocals and distorted guitar. Question-answer call and response, part of the band poses a musical question, or a phrase that feels unfinished, and another part of the band answers it. In the blues, the B section often has a question and answer pattern. An example of this is the Christmas song Must Be Santa, Call Who Laughs This Way, Ho Ho Ho? Response, Santa laughs this way, ho ho ho. A similar question and answer exchange occurs in the movie Casablanca between Sam and the band in the song Knock on Wood, Call Who's Got Trouble? Response, We've got trouble. Call, How much trouble? Response, Too much trouble. Equals question answer in Indian classical music equals, a distinct section in North Indian classical music is known as Sawal Jawab. Primarily an instrumental technique, the Sawal Jawab occurs between two artists. One artist will present a melodically and rhythmically challenging riff which will be either replicated or improved upon by the other artist. See also, counter-subject, responsary, military cadence. References, Orovio, Helio 2004. Cuban Music from A to Z revised by Sue Stewart. ISBN 0-8223-3186-1. A Biographical Dictionary of Cuban Music, Artists, Composers, Groups and Terms. Duke University, Durham NC. Toomey, Bath. p. 191, Sublett, Ned 2004. Cuba and Its Music, From the First Drums to the Mambo. Chicago. ISBN 1-55652-516-8, A. B. Middleton. Studying Popular Music. ISBN 0-335-15275-9. External links, Call and Response in Blues, with references to blues songs and historical evolution. History of Gospel Music, with references to call and response in Black Gospel Music, Gospel Music History, Gospel Music Encyclopedia citing the origins of the different types of call and response in different gospel music style.